so controversial.
Well, you should be in
just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We build you out. We build you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You should be facing charges.
Welcome back to another episode of the Final Third. We are finally back. We're all rejuvenated for the Euros. We're here live.
We've cried out the Euros.
Soon to be, in the flesh maybe, but as you can see, we've got some merchandise.
We got some gear.
We'll let you know where to purchase if you want our top.
Just a little gear.
Yeah.
Lavish to take care of that. He's on the merchandise team.
Sorry, can I just, before we start properly, this Nathan dude is always here before I even press live. And I'm just rattled because
I respect it. I
literally saw one comment and I was like, huh? I haven't pressed live. He's literally.
Let's quickly, before we.
Of course, we need.
Obviously, I'll just shout out to Nathan. When we're doing our 100 Jordans giveaway, you'll be one of the first to get the Jordan. All right, man. It's in the pipeline. It's in the pipeline.
Yeah, we're giving Nathan
we
some
didn't
Jordans back.
it.
Yeah, we'll give him some Jordan 4s. Yeah.
Interesting. So we are just gonna discuss Arsenal's dry ass transfer season. You
got Ben White in. What do you mean?
I think it's dry. I don't think it's dry, Junior.
Hey. I am controlling right now. Stop that. We're not having another argumentative.
All right, control the remote.
No, you're fine. It's this one over here that likes to
change the channel. Me, I don't like that.
You like to
I'm
shout.
just here to take part. I'm just here to take part.
Anyways,
like to take part.
I'm just gonna start with who we've got in, who we've got out as well. So we got Lokonga from Anderlecht for 15.75 mil. If that's correct, I think it's correct. He's 21, central midfielder. I mean, I've watched him here and there, but wasn't entirely gas. But I think give him his props. He's alright. He's
younger. He's younger. He's
good.
I don't think he's there to.
He's gas to play. So I want to see him play.
He's there to take out. I don't think he's going to improve you lot massively, but the drop off when other people aren't playing, I don't think it'll be too mad. But I haven't seen a lot of him so far. We have to. That's one that we have to give him some time.
Yeah,
see how he adapts.
Just seen him in friendlies, but it's not like crazy. But obviously,
interesting. I think it's interesting. I think it's just interesting how we signed a 21-year-old, but we let people of the same age go because we think they're inexperienced. But
talk about it. Take us to church.
Let it off church.
No, I just don't feel like, again, this is not supposed to be about Arteta yet, but I just don't feel like dude has direction because a lot of what he says, he contradicts it, going against himself. So you can't have two good goalkeepers, like one has to go. So then you get rid of Martinez. Cool. It was a wrong decision in hindsight. Some of us don't, cool, whatever. But then the next season, you're going to bid for someone of the same standard or who you think is the same standard as Leno. And you're not saying Leno's leaving, so you want two first team keepers competing. So that's another contradiction. Even in that same situation, you're saying, okay, people, I've heard that it's because we need English talent, homegrown talent, and Ramsdale meets that criteria. Martinez would have met that criteria because he'd been in England for I think 9 years or 10 years, so it would have actually from a young age. So it would have met that criteria. So that's another contradiction. Same thing with signing Lokonga. I'm not wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at his age. I'm not mad at the signing. But you said Saliba's inexperienced. Okay, it's a different position. You've used the same inexperienced excuse for Guendouzi. So why does that excuse go out of the window? Is Lokonga that clear of them two? Is that what you're telling me? Because that goes out, because it's just another contradiction. And now we don't have, okay, it's a club that we're mocked for not having money and using installments. When you want someone, you get them because you've really pushed the boat out for Ben White, which Arsenal fans are not mad at the profile of Ben White. We're not mad at that. Well, you said go off. This is going off the current.
Okay, well then you've just ruined my whole flow. Go on.
All right, go on. Take the remote.
Yeah, go. Continue.
Yeah, give it back.
Keep spitting.
All right, cool.
Keep spitting.
All right, now and then you've gone and put the price tag, you've got to put the money down for Ben White, and we're not mad at that. We're honestly not mad that it's Ben White. We're mad that you're using your one trump card, which Arsenal, we only have a handful of big transfers we're allowed to do. You're using it on someone like Ben White. Now, where does that take you?
You never know. Wait, Josh Kroenke said that he's pulling out the bag for you, look. Maybe
no, he's not pulling anything out. Where does that take you?
He said he's pulling out the bag for you, look. You don't believe Kroenke when he says he's gonna pull out the bag for you, look.
No, we don't.
Know. They might have a couple big transfers lined up for you, look.
No, we don't. And I think you've messed up the difference between like trying to be economical and having a big transfer. I love when you get a big transfer. Like, for example, Sancho was, and I'm not, you lot went about this the whole wrong way, you took too long. But Sancho was predominantly Man United's main guy. That's who you wanted. No, I'm just using an example. We'll say Van Dijk for Liverpool. It's the main person you want. It's like, that's what you want. Cool. So put the money down because you believe it's going to elevate your team to several levels. It's going to take you up a couple notches. I don't believe Arteta believes that's what Ben White's going to do for Arsenal. He thinks he makes us better, and it's for the future and like the long term, but I don't think it takes up several notches. So why would you play that trump card on that? That's my. I have
the Ben White situation is a bit perplexing just because of the fact that he did well in the Brighton team. I wouldn't say it was bad, but he wasn't. He was a solid 6.5 out of 10 most weeks. But the situation where you're signing him when you've got young centre backs who you've placed, or the club have already paid a lot of money for, are you essentially saying that project's dead and you just don't believe in Saliba no more? Secondly, is Ben White going to be the one that's leading your defense because you buy a 23-year-old centre back for 50 million? He needs to be the one that's leading your defense in like 3-4 years. He's got to be your main centre back in 3-4 years. So Arteta must have a huge amount of faith in Ben White to become that guy eventually for them. Can I see it? It's a bit shaky. I can't see him developing into that person. But it's not a bad transfer if you lot are able to allocate money elsewhere as well. Like, if this is the be all and end all, then that's a horrific mismanagement of money. I think most Arsenal fans would agree with that. But if you sign Ben White for 50 million and then go get a Maddison for 65, 70 million, I think it kind of tempers it down. It kind of, okay, you spend a lot on Ben White, but at least you're spending money in the right areas as well. So the way this transfer will be perceived is based on how Arsenal act for the remaining of the window. Do you go and close the gaps that's in your squad? If you do that, then you can kind of overlook the Ben White transfer. Nathan says our fan base is stupid. We want people who care about the club and show that they care. We want to sell Guendouzi and keep guys like the Egyptian Duracell battery and Jesus. If there's one thing Nathan's gonna do, he's gonna flame. He's gonna flame his players. He's gonna flame the fans.
I thought, Angel, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at the comment.
Yeah, I feel like Banks, you hit on the head, but I just don't even getting a Maddison. It makes you better, But with some of these transfers, you have to ask yourself, and what Maddison makes us better. But like, we're spending 65 mil or 70 mil on Maddison. My question is, and I'm for it, but like, where do we want him to take us? If you're spending that much money on Maddison,
that takes you to another level, definitely.
But where? Like, do you want us to take us to FA Cup, the top 4 finish, a Prem? I'm being honest. Like, where does that take us?
Obviously, he's not gonna be the single thing that takes you back into that top 4 contention. But if you sign players of Maddison's ilk, it's gonna get you a hell of a lot closer. No.
You signed Ben White already, So you said we signed Maddison, and Maddison's looking like it's gonna be 65 mil roughly. If we sign a Maddison, where does that take us? I'm not against it, but my question is, because it's a thing of like, if you sign these sort of players, you either want it to take you somewhere, so whether it be a Prem, whatever your ambition is, to help you achieve that ambition, or the aim is to appreciate their stock and you can sell them for more later. We won't be able to get more than 6. Maddison's I don't believe we'll be able to get 100 mil for Maddison if we sign him for us. So it's not that. The question is, where do you want Maddison to take Arsenal? So that's the question. Because I think if it's top 4, I feel like you've limited your options, because I believe you could have got someone cheaper in a Buendia that could have given you close enough. That could have given you close enough to what Maddison would have given you. That's what I think personally.
I hear that, but at the same time, I feel like for the position that you're in right now, you're looking at it too big picture. You finished 8th 2 seasons in a row. That's telling me that there's a clear lack of quality in your squad. Before you can start thinking about where's this player going to take us, where's the end goal, like you literally need to improve improving the quality of your squad. Maddison will 100% do that. You can't start thinking about, is this player going to take us to a Premier League? Is this player, like what does this player do?
My point. Okay. Downscale, Downscale, but now look at the financial aspect of it. Improving the squad. Just the drastic. I know Buendia's done and dusted now because he plays for Villa. But the drastic improvement, if we sign Buendia, how far does he take us comparison to how far Maddison takes you? That's what I'm trying to say. Because I don't think they're weighing these things up.
It's different. I hear that. Buendia is a player that has done in the Premier League, done in the Championship, and he looks like a Premier League player. I'll give you that. And for 40 million, he would have improved the squad definitely.
I feel like it would have taken us to equal heights with Maddison, if I'm being honest. And I feel so now you've just kind of shafted yourself and limited your options by, because who else is there? I'm hearing Awar's name, but I feel like fans have run out of other people. They're just saying Awar, but a lot of people
bring back
really.
Odegaard's on the table.
I don't want that. He's not good enough.
He's not good enough.
He's not good enough. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. He's not good enough. He's good.
That's harsh.
He's good, but he's not good enough.
That's based off 6 months where
he's not good enough.
The first 6 months he didn't play for a lot of football. Second 6 months, injury.
Yeah, I don't believe he's good enough. I don't believe he's good enough, and it's too Emil Smith-Rowe-esque.
Yeah, I think that is an issue. But he's a quality player nonetheless. Like we've seen him be quality for other teams. I feel like that 6 months that he played for Arsenal isn't a true representation of the quality he could bring to your team.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, you two think he's better? As in, like, you think he would do?
Yeah, I think he's better than what he showed.
Give him more time. I definitely think he can do better.
Like there's definitely issues in terms of end product, and he needs to be a bit more physically dominant. And yeah, there are those sort of issues with Odegaard in the Premier League. But I feel like given a bit more time to adapt to the Premier League, I do believe like he's only 22. He's only 22, and you can see the quality that's there. So it's another player that for the right price is a player
I wouldn't be happy with that personally. I wouldn't be happy with that personally.
Odegaard for 35, you wouldn't be happy?
No, I wouldn't be happy with that personally because I feel like Buendia's comfortably better than him. I feel like he's comfortably better than him. And it's like, obviously it's happened now, but I feel like when you keep missing on these opportunities, you're just not planning things right, and you're not weighing things up. And what you do say is the reason. If you don't believe Maddison is good enough and Odegaard isn't, you must not be watching. When you keep giving up these opportunities of getting certain players, and then given the reason in which you keep giving is contradiction the actions you make later, it's a bit sad. It's a bit confusing, and it just doesn't give you any sense of direction, personally. Yeah.
Yes. We also signed Nuno Tavares for 7.20 mil. He's also 21, left back. And then you had Kolasinac, who came back off loan, who was also a left back. But I'm hearing that Tavares might play right back because
I'm hearing that too. He might play right back.
The thing about he's not gonna take over Tierney, so
it was coming to be a backup anyway. But I'm hearing that he might play right back.
I don't think I'd want to come to be backup. Anyways, and then
a left-footed right. No, that's not where they. That's not where the game's going.
And then obviously Guendouzi's gone back out on loan. Saliba's gone back out on loan. Torreira, I don't know. He's just there. But yeah, that rounds up.
There's some sad stuff about Torreira that I saw. Man.
Yes, I saw. Yeah, it was a bit.
Well, family member. He lost a family member.
I think he lost his. I think it was sister. I think it might have been his mum actually. While he was on loan in Spain. Yeah. That's why he went. Like he didn't even care about football while he was in Spain.
He was back as well and stuff. So
they were in England or Uruguay. Were they in England or Uruguay?
I got no clue. But
yeah.
Yeah, he said he had to see a psychiatrist, psychiatrist, one of them. Yeah, good luck to Torreira, man. That was very sad to hear, man. That's the sort of thing.
I don't actually know if he's gonna come back, but
yeah, that's the sort of thing that happens behind the scenes that fans aren't privy to and can play a part.
Would you take another chance on Torreira? I saw a tweet saying something like that.
I don't think I would. I don't. As harsh as it sounds with the whole thing coming out, I generally don't think so because. Well, why? Like,
I would, because I don't think we ever saw enough. I feel like Emery played him out of position. Emery was playing him in an advanced role instead of playing Ozil. And I feel like with what we have, Torreira's better than El Neni.
That's true. You'll see what El Neni did for the goal against Watford.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
This is a non-El Neni stand channel. Like, we don't talk about that guy on here.
Don't care about Neni. Don't care about Shaka. I honestly don't care.
El Neni fights for the club every day.
Party, like no one is understanding. Just get El Neni away from the club.
I've heard apparently since Shaka's never played Champions League. The season he came, we never played. Now, I'm not saying it's him, but that's crazy.
Hold on, what? What did you just say?
Since Shaka's been out, the season Shaka came, we never played Champions League.
Yeah, he's never been in Champions League for Arsenal. Did you not know that?
That was the last, the season we dropped out Champions League and he signed in summer. We've never been since then. That's crazy.
It's peak.
He might be.
I remember. Yeah, no, I'm not going to say him solely is the problem. That's harsh, but he is part of the problem because if that's your anchor, you've lowered the standard completely of everything around you.
What is going on there though? Because was he not meant to go to Roma?
Yeah, so he's supposed to go to Roma, and we're asking for about 18 mil, but Roma's like, no. They can't afford it, and they're saying that's too much.
Start the league again with us.
Pardon? He hasn't played though.
I think he's waiting for the transfer to go through, but yeah, Roma seem broke. I don't think they can. It's
Roma's broke, and nobody respects Arsenal because it's just.
They think they can Ginnels you.
Nobody respects.
Yep, they need to speed it up.
Apparently, Xhaka has played in the Champions League for Arsenal. I'm gonna fact check this because this is
fact check that, Nathan. No, but Nathan's gonna go. He's been on transfer market, and he's got to.
How long is Xhaka?
Didn't he come in 2016?
2016, 2017. You were in the Champions League, I swear.
We were.
I think you were. Yeah, I think 17 was your last year.
That was the last season, though.
Yeah, so he's never helped Arsenal qualify for the Champions League. He's played in the Champions League for Arsenal, but that's because you lot qualified the season before. He's never helped you lot qualify.
Oh, okay. Safe for that, Nathan, man. Good looking out.
Can't be misinformation spread.
Yeah, but personally, Tavares. I think I like the transfer. I like the two transfers so far. I like them. I think they're economical, but again, they're not.
I mean, we always been blackity black.
No, yeah, we had a bit of a drought, but
but then we started coming back up. So.
Yeah, we came back again, but I just care about the quality. To be honest, just care about quality. So I like the two transfers. I feel like on their standalone, they're not good enough, but with a group, then they'll be good enough.
I'm just gonna throw out some names. Obviously, we're linked with Ben White. I say linked.
Apparently.
Yeah, I need to see that as Arsenal posted. So Ben White, we are linked with Maddison, Odegaard, Belotti.
No. I'm
just reading. Stop. I'm just reading.
Man. Some of these transfers, they get so bad. This has been the worst.
Reading. Let me finish. This list is long.
CJ in the building.
Odegaard. Let me go back to the start. Ben White, 50 mil. Maddison, between 70 mil. Odegaard, there's not a fee. Belotti, there isn't a fee. Martinez, there is not a fee from Inter Milan.
Martinez.
Lazaro. Yeah, I've been seeing the Lazaro Martinez.
Lazaro.
Yeah,
I'm seeing between.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Can you let me read the rumor? Okay, 32 mil. there's people like Neto, Renato Sanchez. Why the hell is Jordan Henderson on here? I don't know. But anyways, Locatelli
signing a new deal.
Tammy Abraham, Ruben Neves, and yeah. But these people are there's like no fees, but it's screaming. It's not giving.
I'll honestly, firstly, this transfer window has been one of the most painful ones. Like, I'm not looking at any of the rumors. I'm not watching Robbie say, "Hey guys, it's Arsenal fan on transfer day." I'm not listening to any of that stuff.
Half these people on our list. I'm just reading it in shock. Like, what?
We've been linked. We've had some horrendous links. I feel like starting from the midfield links. So Ruben Neves, I feel like you can't get rid of Xhaka and get a player like Ruben Neves, who more or less is the same but a little bit more mobile. Technically, he's decent. He's got a better shot, better free kicks, better set piece taker, a bit more mobile, but will still have the same issues in that they can't get around the pitch that quickly. They can't get, and they ghost through games. And defensively, they're not amazing. So it's the same issue if you get him for 35 million, the same price we bought Xhaka. So I don't want it. I don't want it at all. And he doesn't even start for Wolves. His uncle starts. Moutinho's like 33. Do you get? A 33-year-old can't be benching a 25-year-old. I don't agree. If he's that good, he'll be starting for Wolves. That's that. Out of all the centre mids you named, obviously Locatelli, I wouldn't mind that. But from time he's already, as Sassuolo saying that he's airing the call. After a while, stop moving to her. She doesn't like you. She doesn't like you. You're waiting for her. You're waiting for her.
You know that picture that when the guys in the club speaking to the girl, shouting in her ear. That's Arsenal Locatelli.
She don't like you. You're waiting for her to take back her ex. Like her ex, she's trying to shout her ex. Juventus is like, no, we can't afford it. But Arsenal just kept Arsenal over it. Just have some decency. Other centre mid you named, was it Henderson?
Yeah.
Depending on how much they give us for Henderson, I'll take it. If we get rid of Xhaka and El Neni, depending on how much they give us for Henderson, I'll take it. 100%. I'm not turning my nose up at Henderson.
That's character. That's character.
I'm not turning my nose up at Henderson. And Arsenal fans, you need to humble yourselves because we're not good. We're 8th. If Henderson comes in, as corny as it sounds, as corny as this sounds, 100%.
No. Ask him again because I don't understand.
100%. Henderson's better than Xhaka. Henderson's better than El Neni. Who do you have midfielders at our club? He's better than Torreira.
Torreira.
He's better than Torreira.
But yet you'll still bring him back anyway.
No, but Torreira's better than the other two as well. So we're literally swapping poo and shit. We're literally swapping poo and shit. Huh?
It's not looking great. So either way,
it's not looking great. But out of all the midfielders you named, you said Neves, you said someone else. In your list,
Locatelli.
It wasn't my list. It was Sky Sports' list, please.
Okay, in your Sky Sports list, you said Neves, Locatelli, and Henderson. I don't think Locatelli's coming. I won't take Neves. I'll take Henderson. He'll be a lot cheaper, and it'll be a lot more cost. That'll be a lot more cost effective. You'll get more, and you know what you're going to get with him. And he's the better player. You know what you're going to get with him. So I'm not telling you. Arsenal fans did this when a 29-year-old James Milner was linked to Arsenal. Was the 29-year-old James Milner was linked to Arsenal? Can you remember that? And Arsenal fans frowned their nose up at 29-year-old James Milner. And then we was all like, oh, what's he going to do? Just run around. Just run around. James Milner went to Liverpool and Klopp.
Calamity that's about to happen. Partey and Henderson. Just giving me a headache.
I think that's a very mature. I feel that's a very mature midfield for a very young defense. I think that's perfect. Personally, I feel that's a very mature. Thank you. That's a set. I was going to say Champions League and Premier League winning captain. You have to put some respect on that. Personally, you can't buy that experience. Everyone's turning their nose up at Henderson. We don't have better. We done. All right, cool. For God's sake. You see, have you seen that video? Have you seen that video where Dr. Umar says, "How dare you call me when I'm trying to teach the people?" How dare you call me when I'm trying to teach the people? Thinking you're more important. I'm gonna block you.
Right.
He's probably his mum on the phone as well. That's gonna block his mum.
So we asked the people them to give us some questions, so we can answer. We got quite a few. So I'm just gonna roll through them. I'm just gonna answer it to the panel. The first one was just horrendous, but will Tammy take Arsenal to the next level?
You lot should be trying to go for Danny Blings, fam. 1 year on the contract.
His new name.
Bad boy. Danny Blings, fam. He's a bad boy.
It's a banker. It's a bank. It's a banker.
Go for Danny Blings. If you can get Lacazette off the book.
That's a banker. That's literally so short.
Go grab.
No, it doesn't take us to the next level. It doesn't. You know why that transfer is so bad? That's a bad transfer. No. Tammy Abraham.
Tammy Abraham.
Take us to the next level.
No, it won't take us to the next. That's a bad transfer on both parties because Tammy Abraham is like a 40% Aubameyang, and we already have Aubameyang. Do you get what I mean?
To stop buying Chelsea's Castos
and we need to stop buying Chelsea's Castos.
Stop buying Chelsea players.
Tammy Abraham is not a step up. And 3, Tammy Abraham, for his own personal development, can't play for a team like Arsenal.
I know that's right.
You can't play for a team like Arsenal because it doesn't benefit him. He needs to play for a team. He needs to play for a team that is high chance creation, like Leeds. Like we said, like Leeds. Who else did we say the other day? Villa. Yeah, Leeds, Villa. He can play for them teams.
You can play that murder ball for Bielsa.
Yeah. Patrick Bamford. Yeah.
Patrick Bamford runs.
He can go over there. He can go over there. Tammy will have to run. He wasn't running before. Rafa weren't running before at Palace.
Next question. How long will Arteta last if he doesn't improve the performances?
6 games. I'm giving him 6 games. 6 to 10 games. But I don't believe he's not going nowhere though. If that's what you're asking me, like I thought you meant how much would I give him?
He's never gonna
you're giving him 6 games.
I thought you meant how long would I give him? To be fair, I want him gone to now.
How long will he last?
That's he wants him gone to now. he didn't know if he wanted him gone tonight or now.
Tonight or now, but I don't think he's gonna go. I don't think there's anything he can do to go. Personally, I don't think there is. I feel like if he loses the first 10 games, he won't go.
He's never gonna go, regardless. We're stuck. We're here. This is it. How good can Ben White be?
I feel like he can be. You should be looking up to Connor Cody. That's a good career. If he can replicate what Connor Cody's done for his own career, then he should be happy. Connor Cody's got a good career going for him. Captain of his club.
Yes, but you don't pay £50 million for a Connor Cody career. You don't. And that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. It's not fair what we've actually done to Ben White. Because if he exceeds that caliber of career, he's done fantastically and he's beaten the odds. I feel like we've put him in such a sticky situation. And because the issue we always compare to Van Dijk because it's the top. The Van Dijk one, the issue was the price at that time for a defender was mad. But we all knew Van Dijk was clear. We all knew Van Dijk was best centre mid in the Prem or top 2. No one's sure about Ben White. No one puts him in top 5 combos. No one puts him in top 10 combos. So why have you done this?
Nathan, I can tell you're hurt. I can tell you're hurt by this comment. It's all right, man.
Arsenal, we don't.
Not everyone's got the juice. Not everyone's got the juice to be signing World Cup winning defenders. Not everyone's got that juice. Not everyone's got that pool. You see that picture of Varane in the Platz because he used to love off Ferdinand. We're still living off Fergie's juice. Fergie's juice ain't even died yet. You get that?
Just secure Pogba because
you think Pogba's seeing the super team and he's not signing? Pogba's staying, blood.
Man called this a super team. I can't wait for the Man United transfer. I can't wait for the Man United one.
Pogba's licking his lips.
I can't wait for this Man United. I can't wait for this Man United one.
Moving on.
Get a stinker in and we're good. We're good.
Right. Will Xhaka be missed?
No. I feel like if we do it right, what? No, he won't be missed. I feel like if we do this, no, he won't be missed. If we do this right, no, he won't be missed. He won't be missed.
It's a big chance. There's a big loss for
the
you.
Xhaka fanboys.
No, it's not a big. No, the Xhaka fanboys. He won't be. We'll miss him, but he won't be missed because if you're really putting it down to, and this is why Arsenal fans are actually so rose-tinted glasses killing this club. These are, you know, put it in the grand scheme of things. Rank all the Arsenal midfielders prior to Xhaka, and where do you put Xhaka?
Xhaka lost
for the occasional
captaincy
screamer. Nathan, the screamers once a season. The screamers once a season, and very rarely.
Lucky.
He lost.
If we're
lost
lucky, twice a season,
and then he won it back. You got to respect.
That's what I'm saying. No, you don't respect that. You got to look at your club because the man threw the thing on the floor. I've never seen that before in football.
Fans. Sorry.
You swat your fans and throw the floor. Joey Barton ain't done that. Gattuso ain't done that. So who are you?
Give him respect, please.
Gattuso ain't do that. Joey Barton ain't done that. So who are you?
The worst never done that. You want me to miss him? Get out.
You didn't see that Xhaka monster class in the Euros. He can replicate that.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a heck.
That was a monster class against Pogba.
Comparing the players from the Euros to Prem because
I don't even care, bro. Stop talking to me. Yeah, I just don't care. I honestly do not care. I honestly don't care.
Do Arsenal need to invest in another striker?
Yeah. No, I feel like it's
dependent.
No, they
dependent
do.
If you can clear.
Yeah.
If you can clear guys off your books.
You see how Chiellini dragged Saka? That's how Arteta needs to drag Lacazette and throw him to Southampton and drag Danny Ings. Drag Danny Ings and throw him into Coney.
I just didn't read it, but he's on the rumor list still.
Who? Danny Ings?
No, Lacazette to cut because he got offered he got offered an extra year. That's why he's still here, because a few months ago he got offered an extra year, or he was meant to be leaving, and now all of a sudden he started pre-season. I'm like, what's going on?
Lacazette's very good. Like, his PR is amazing, like Arteta, and he's like a nice guy. We all like him. He looks a bit like Henry, so people get it twisted. people fall in love with the fandom. Like, but let's be honest. Like, there was a time in this club. There was a time. If we said we're signing Jermaine Defoe, we would have been fuming. He's not good enough. Lacazette cannot wipe Jermaine Defoe's boots.
You can't wipe his boots.
Got another few questions here. Thoughts on Willock getting a chance? What happened here?
This guy's a disgrace.
Thoughts on Willock? Oh, there he is.
Man heard Willock getting a chance and decided to leave the street.
I didn't even finish my sentence and he just went, phew.
I said, Willock getting a what?
I'm just waiting for him to connect. But I don't understand. That was flipping funny. But I'm going to answer anyway in case anyone wants to answer in the comments. Thoughts on Willock getting a chance in the midfield alongside Partey?
Give him a chance, honestly. As you lot said, your midfielders aren't good already. So give him a chance. Let him kick ball. He had a great loan spell for Newcastle. Reward that. Don't just try and sell him off. That's the easy way.
No, I don't think he'll be sold off, but I don't think he'll be playing straight away.
What was the question? Sorry.
Thoughts on Willock getting a chance alongside in the midfield alongside Partey?
Firstly, sorry, I cut out there. Lacazette can't wipe Jermaine Defoe's boots. Secondly, I think Willock, this is one of them things where you got to be ruthless like Chelsea. You don't need to show no sentiment. You just got to shot him. See what you can do, because that's how we always complain that we haven't appreciated the stock of any of our players. And I feel like this is the one that if we can say we have, it will be Joe Willock within that 6 months, that space of 6 months. And we can exploit how desperate Newcastle are and tell them we want 25 to 30, we want 30 mil. We can say that. And I feel like it's warranted because he scored 7 crucial goals that kept them up. So why can't they give him that money? Give us that money, sorry. Yeah. So I don't want him. I think we should sell.
Damn.
Okay. We've already had this question, but do we stick with Aubameyang? Yes.
No. Seko, he can play. He needs help. Because Aubameyang can give us 11 goals, 11, 12 goals, Prem goals.
The question is, do we sell him? Do we stick with
him? No, we don't need to sell him.
Aubameyang's a bag. He's a bagger. He's a bagsman. I don't think he's gonna have a season. I don't think he's gonna have a season as bad as he did last season again.
No, I don't think.
Especially if you look at number 10 and a bit more if you get a bit more creativity. Like, I don't see him. Last season he was horrendous. Like, he couldn't do nothing right. A bagsman that's been bagging for 6-7 years straight. I don't think he can.
You don't lose it.
I don't think he's gonna go and have a bad season like that again. But he will if you lot don't give him some help. So it's important. The signings that you make is gonna determine how the next couple of years for Aubameyang's contract go.
If Leno does go, who would you want to replace him?
No.
Make Arsenal black again. I like it.
No.
He's really pushing this. I like it. No, somebody needs to push it.
I've already had this question. Similar. What does a failure for Arteta this season? What? What is a failure? What does a failure for Arteta?
For me, failure for Arteta is not getting top 4, because to stick with a guy that's finished 8th 2 seasons in a row, you must believe that the mad thing is coming for your club if you stick with
100%.
him. Like you stuck with him through 2 8th place. Arsenal have finished 8th 2 years in a row and stuck with the manager. If you stick with the manager, you must believe a mad thing is coming. So if they don't finish in the top 4, I feel like that should be a failure for, like, you shouldn't be able to rebuild this slowly. I don't think any manager should be able to rebuild this slowly for a club of Arsenal size. Like, if you finish 7th or 6th or whatever, that shouldn't be considered progress, considering you finished 8th the season before and you're still in the position where you get to manage the club. For me, he needs to be battling for. He needs to be finishing 4th or 5th, like challenging for that top 4, in order for it to not be a failure. Because it's like, it must turn Arsenal fans crazy deeper. Like, we finished 8th 2 seasons in a row, and this manager still hasn't been sacked. Like, it's crazy.
Top 4, I don't think top 4 is a failure for him. Top 4, if he doesn't get top 4, Julie, it's a failure.
Yeah, I know, but he's saying top 4. What?
And I don't think
he's saying that he doesn't think top. He doesn't think that if we don't get top 4, he thinks that if we get 5th, it's not failure for him. It's progress. It's a failure. It's a failure. It's not an option.
Sorry, but
it's a failure.
That's a failure, of course.
It's a failure. He made a typo. It's a complete failure, Banks. You hit the nail on the head.
This is a good point from Nath as well. The fact that you've got no other football apart from FA Cup.
You're not leaving the country. You're not leaving England. That's it. You're not leaving England. People, let's strip it all the way down. This will not domestic. You're not leaving England. The players don't have to leave the country. That plays it. So you're just doing uni tours. That's what you're doing all season. So you definitely can have you can put up a good domestic run. And I feel like if we flip the script and got rid of him, this would be a beautiful project for Conte. A beautiful project for Conte. Beautiful. Who would have got them working?
Final question. It's not really a question. It's more about Maddison. If he's worth 60 to 70 mil, can he be the franchise player?
Is this guy a basketball fan?
It's actually Jeff.
No, he's a basketball fan. He's a basketball fan. J Money. He's a basketball fan.
Yeah.
Can he be the franchise player? I've got a lot of faith in Maddison. I think he's a fantastic, and a striker like Aubameyang. I've said this before. Put Maddison against a striker like Aubameyang that's always going to make run. Maddison's whole game is finding his striker early. You've seen him play with Vardy. If Vardy's off, Maddison's finding him like that. Like, he loves to play those balls well. Get Vardy off.
Madison looks like he's injury prone now.
Yeah, he does need to work on his durability a bit. I think it was only. I don't think the season before he was that bad in terms, but last season was very stop and start. But yeah, I think him and Aubameyang could actually do something nice. It could build up a really nice connection next season. Franchise player, very subjective. Who knows? But he can definitely be a great. Like,
I think that means nothing. I feel like the franchise player. I hear that, but it means nothing, innit? Because it's like, nah, I don't even care. Like,
we've seen, they try to give Pogba the front. Like, if you don't give him good players, then it's not really.
He's your franchise player.
Yeah, he is though. Pogba's everything. But ours is still Aubameyang.
You give him, unless you give them good players to play around, the franchise tag don't really mean nothing. He's not going to win the game by itself.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like if I could pick one transfer for Arsenal, Julie, if you could pick one transfer for Arsenal, what would it be? And you have one more left. Considering Ben White's done, yeah. Let's say Ben White's done. What could you pick if you had one more left?
Out of the rumours?
Yeah.
I'd say Maddison. because I don't think
just Maddison, yeah.
Yeah, there's no one else on that list that, apart from is it Awa that we've been trying to, but other than that, between those two, I wouldn't bring anyone else back for now, and no one else on that list excites me. So out of those two, I think
I would take Danny Ings. Not sure if he was on that. Was he on the list? No, we've spoken about him. That transfer.
I think someone just.
That transfer there changes us, takes us up a level. You know, I was asking about levels. That takes us up a level because Danny Ings is a bagsman, and he's working with scraps. He's working with the likes of Ward Prowse and Gineppo and these men at Southampton. Yeah, they had a good run, but he's working with scraps. It's the same. I see similarities between the two teams. A very, very, very low chance creation, but they have to take what they get. And he puts the ball in the back of the net. I feel like him slotting into Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal's mildly better. So it's like in his stride. I feel like that's a very, very straightforward transfer. And you can knock off some money if you give them Lacazette. I really think that if I could do one more, that's what I'd do. I'd forego the Bellerin signing, replacing Bellerin. I'll firm that because there are people that can fill in the right back row. I'd firm not getting Locatelli and I'll firm not getting a Cam. But for me, if we could do one more transfer, it would be Danny Ings.
Danny Blings.
Confirmed 15. That's a confirmed 15 plus Aubameyang's 10. It takes us somewhere.
That's a great new name, Danny Blings. I'm going to use that.
Danny Blings.
Next season, Danny Blings.
Done.
Yeah, man. That is it from us. It wasn't as sad as it was before.
I'm over it.
Sorry, man.
Because I'm over it.
We actually, I'm over it too. Like I haven't watched. I've avoided the club.
I said avoided.
I've avoided it on Twitter. Like I've actually avoided it. So look at Junior coming in at this time to say we're talking about Hendo. Where was you when we was talking about Hendo? Where was you?
This is a Premier League, Champions League winning
captain.
That's
a Premier League and Champions League captain.
Man is talking to me. Put some respect on his name. Some respect.
You would rather have Ruben. Junior Coleman would rather have Ruben Neves than Jordan Henderson. Yeah, the bias is crazy. People just care about the personal. Football Twitter is killing the game. If you watch football,
football Twitter is killing my people.
In a bit, man.
Sign off this cheek. I'm telling
you. In a bit.
Get Loftus Cheek playing football again.
You lot should sign Loftus Cheek. Loftus Cheek that when Palace did Nish.
Also, we'll make him a player. We'll make him a player again.
Anyways,
I was watching some Loftus Cheek comps on the TL the other day. It just got me thinking.
That's what women do.
We will be back very soon with a United segment. I will personally call off sick for that day.
Nah, come back, man. We've got a good.
I don't want to hear it. I can't stand this guy. Oh, I can't.
Come back, man.
Yeah. We will be giving you a United segment very, very soon. I'm not making no promises, but it's very, very soon. And any other club. I mean, every other club is just dry. Like Liverpool's not doing nothing. Chelsea's not doing nothing. What do you want us to do? But
they're outside the club. They're outside.
Honestly,
can't even get in.
Literally, they're not even getting in because they're not even spending money. But hey, we're the broke ones apparently. So it's funny, you know, the two teams they call broke actually. Anyways, United will be back.
No, they don't call United broke. They don't call United broke. No. United got money.
Yeah, don't mix us. Don't mix us.
The right way.
Don't mix us.
But yeah, we'll be back very, very soon for that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. All right, Liverpool fans, don't have it, man.
Hey, like, no. I was hearing Mbappe 2021 and all them good things.
Mbappe,
man.
I was saying Mbappe. What the hell is Mbappe going to be doing in Liverpool?
Boy. But yeah, we will be back very shortly. Yeah, man, I'm excited for this new season.
I'm not.
Not
let's do this.
Our team, but just in general, I just want to see how it's going to pan out.
Just love football. That's it.
Some people love to chat shit, but you know. So yeah.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thanks, Jules. Thanks, Banks.
Me to you. Why are you rushing to go off? What are you doing? Work's done. Why are you rushing?
I'm blocking people.
All right, guys. Peace. God.
You are now listening to The Final Third.
I think Pepe's so coachable.
Wow, you should be in
just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We build you out. We build you out to